I just made 100K in revenue with this completely new dropshipping store in just 19 days with a total profit of $25,000. That's not too bad for a new dropshipping store. And in this video, I'm gonna show you from A to Z how I did it. So at the end of this video, you'll just be able to copy paste what I did and you can make some money too. Because dropshipping still works, you just have to do it the right way. So as you can see by the currency of this store, this is not USD. No, this is actually Swedish krone because I run this store in the Swedish market. Now, as you can see, on the 17th of September, we had absolutely no revenue. Then we started testing some products here and there, and then we started going to 200 per day in revenue. Then we hit our first 1K USD day in revenue. Swedish krone to USD is divided by 10, just so you know. Then the day after we doubled, we kept on going and scaling very, very slowly day by day, as you can see, until right now we are at 14K per day in sales. And we went from 0 to 14K a day in only 19 days. To leave absolutely no question unanswered, I'm gonna show you how I found the product, how I built the website, how I ran the ads, and literally everything. At the end of this video, by the way, you're gonna get something pretty insane completely for free, so make sure you keep watching. Now, I know you're wondering, what is this platform? Where is Shopify? Well, the whole point of this video and this channel in general is to teach you how to successfully dropship in 2024. We're not in 2020 anymore. Dropshipping successfully in 2024 means you want to use Funnelish. Now, Funnelish is essentially a much more advanced website builder than Shopify, and it allows you to crush your competition, especially in 2024, because your website will look 100 times better than it could ever look on Shopify. Now, Funnelish also happens to be extremely easy to work with, but to make it even easier, at the end of this video, I'm gonna be giving you my free template. So you don't even have to fuck around in the app to find everything out for yourself. You can just copy paste my multi-million-dollar winning funnel template and start selling tomorrow. Finding a good product to sell is where it all begins. I like to use a spy tool for this, and my preference goes to the spy tool called Minia, but you can use any other spy tool that's out there. They are all the same. But what you want to do in Minia is set up the filters as follows: 200 likes minimum, 100 comments minimum, and e-com platform Shopify. And now this app will show you all the ads on Facebook that have these three requirements. And you can now easily scour through them all. Now, if you just try selling any of these products that you now see, you're gonna end up broke. We still need to specify some criteria to narrow down our choice. I like to always make it as easy as possible for myself, and that means selling health and beauty products. Health and beauty is the easiest niche you can choose to sell products in because the pain points in these niches are just so strong. A product always has to solve a problem, and the more intense or painful that problem is, the easier your product will sell. And what is the most intense or important problem a human can have? It's of course a health problem. And beauty is the second best thing because most women, if they don't feel beautiful, it is as painful to them as any other health problem. So now we know exactly what to look for. I guess it's time for me to start scrolling and to find some products. Alright, so I just found this super interesting product. Now, I'm not sure if I can show this ad on YouTube, but let's just try and hope this video doesn't go down, but take a look, please. As you can see, this is an IPL laser hair removal device, and it is extremely aggressive. It plays into a lot of very emotional angles, but the problem that this product solves, it's obviously beauty and health. It removes hair from your bikini line in a very easy way, where it doesn't hurt, where it's cheap as fuck comparing it to a treatment, and it's super effective. So as you can see, very, very aggressive ad. This ad does not beat around the bush, no pun intended. A clean and shaven P-word without any hassle or without any expensive or painful wax treatments. Essentially the perfect beauty product. So now that I know I want to sell this product, it is time to build out my website on Funnelish, not on Shopify. And it's not complicated. Let me show you. As mentioned before, we don't longer use Shopify anymore. Now we use Funnelish. And every single product that we sell is built on a sales funnel. Also, by the way, everybody always thinks that this shit is fake. Please, it's not a green screen. And now you know, but let me explain what a sales funnel actually is once and for all. A sales funnel is essentially just like a product page, but your customer has no distractions and they cannot browse off of your product page like they would be able to do on a normal Shopify product page. So it is completely custom built for your one product alone. Now on your Funnelish store, you can still have hundreds of different sales funnels for different products, of course, but they will just never lead to your homepage, and every single funnel is custom built per product. Now let's stop overcomplicating. I'm just gonna show you. So this is the sales funnel that I built for the IPL hair removal device. And you can already see a lot of differences between this one and Shopify. Now let me start by saying that I would sell this in Sweden, which is why the currency is in Swedish krona. Now why do I even sell in Sweden? Well, if you've ever tried dropshipping in the US market, maybe you've noticed that it's not that easy. In European markets, however, like France, Germany, Belgium, the Netherlands, Sweden, there is 10 times less competition, which makes dropshipping there just that much easier, and no one knows it. And I think the reason why no one knows it is because no guru ever tells you this, and that's because most gurus are full of fucking shit and don't actually run their own dropshipping businesses. But that's a rant for a whole different video. Let me now explain to you what this sales funnel actually looks like. As you can see, it starts off with a custom made logo for this product alone. I made this in, I think, 37 seconds in Canva. It is not hard at all. Then as you can see, the main image of this product is also a very important part of your product page. You want to not just show the product like this image. You want to actually show a woman or a person using the product, as well as the result of the product, which this before and after picture clearly does. This is way more relatable for a customer than just a blank picture of your product. As you can see, as I already mentioned, there's no way to click off of this either. If I click on this logo, it does not go to the homepage or whatever. It is just this complete custom built product page, and that's it. Product title, it doesn't just say IPL hair removal device. No, we also add the main benefit of it, which is smooth and hair-free skin forever. Now the brand name Eversmooth, do we have to get a trademark for this? Do we need to get custom packaging for this? Hell no, just come up with a brand name, create a logo, put it in your title, and that's it. Now you have a branded dropshipping store. There's no need to put more effort into it than that, because we're just testing and we don't know if this works yet. Moving on to the other important parts of your funnel, as you can see, we have 4 main benefits right here, and these do a lot. Now make sure when you create these, you don't just mention a bunch of technical features of your product, like it has this amount of watt or whatever. No, we do not mention any of those. We just talk about the main benefits of the product in the most emotional and specific way possible. As you can see, eliminate unwanted hairs forever, 90% reduction in 4 weeks. The more specific you can be with this, the better. Safe and painless treatment at home, and then a guarantee, very strong, no results, money back. Scrolling down, we also have right under the add to cart button, where it matters the most, a customer testimonial. This is where the customer has to use the most brain power and willpower, making the physical click. That is why around your add to cart button, you want to make the decision as easy as possible, and that is why we added social proof right under the add to cart button. Now, to not get extremely technical here, let's just scroll down. As you can see, we now have a bunch of paragraphs that have very strong headlines and imaging. The images and the GIFs, you can just take them from your ads. The headlines, however, they have to be thoughtful. The same principle applies as I just mentioned. Don't ever talk about technical features, just talk about benefits. The more vividly you can describe what the person's life will look like if they bought the product, the better. Like this one, for example, free yourself from daily shaving and the dreaded razor burn. Going down, it's all very, very clean, very visual. We also mentioned that this product is obviously a much cheaper alternative than getting expensive permanent hair removal treatments. Then this section right here is also extremely important. These are testimonials. What we often do is we just copy paste testimonials from AliExpress or from the same product on Amazon or on eBay, and then we might just edit them a little bit. Just make sure that your testimonials are as specific as possible, because again, your customer will read this and they will relate to this person. And if this person's life looks like your customer's person's life, it's so fucking relatable for them and they will buy extremely emotionally. Then right here we have an FAQ section, and this FAQ section answers any other objection your customer might have about this product, like is it even safe? Can everybody use this product? Can I use it on all parts of my body? How can I return it if I'm not happy? And then scrolling down, All the way at the bottom of the page, we here have the CTA, the call to action. This is the last part of your funnel where you really have to convince your customer to buy, which is why we offer this huge discount. If we then look at the checkout, comparing this to a Shopify store, again, this is 100 times better because everything happens on one page. Unlike on Shopify where you have to click on add to cart, then you have to select the quantity, then you have to click on go to checkout, then you have your shipping information, the next page is your checkout information. All of this right here is on one single page. The bundle selection, the shipping information, the checkout information, and the payment information. The less friction and the less steps there are, the more customers will buy, which is why this is so extremely powerful. Now, to increase your profits even more, we have added a few little juicy things. As you can see, when your customer lands on this page, instead of one piece being pre-selected, 2 pieces is actually pre-selected. Now on the 2-piece bundle, we obviously have a much higher profit margin. Because it is pre-selected by default, most customers will not think to change this. And then secondly, we have this priority shipping box right here. This is also pre-selected by default, and this adds about $9 of pure profit in our margin. So now think of this, guys. If someone were to run this product right here on an old school Shopify product page, and then I run the same product with this page, and we both use the same ad, who do you think will win? You want to be ahead of the competition, you want to use sales funnels and to make it as easy as possible. This template is in the description below. You do not have to recreate anything, you can just start with this template. You can test this exact product tomorrow, and then any other product that you test, you can just change this exact template around and it works like a charm. Now obviously we still have an extremely important part to talk about, which is the ads. To get people to your website, there are a million different ways to do that. But I've been dropshipping for 5 years now. I've done tens of millions of dollars in revenue and I've tested everything. And I can say with 100% certainty that still to this day, the best way to get traffic to your website is by using Facebook ads. Now you do not need a lot of money to start with Facebook ads, and you do not need to be a technical genius. Let me explain. First, we have to find and create our video ad. Now the only thing we do to create our video ads is we copy the ad that we found on Minia, we translate it into the language of the market that we're going to be selling to, and we just run it like that on Facebook ads. It works for the competition, so it's very likely to work for us too. Only after testing the borrowed ads and after seeing some initial results, we might be able to create some ads on our own. But in the beginning, to save as much time and money as possible, the only thing we do is we download our competitor ads, we translate it, and that's it. You can very easily grab the video from Minia and then put it in Veed.io. It's a video editing software that very easily allows you to put over your subtitles by clicking auto-generate subtitles in any language that you choose. For a 30-second video, this should take you about 15 minutes to do. If you want a full video tutorial on how to actually edit your ad the right way, you can click on this video right here and I'll explain it to you completely. But you're probably wondering, how do you set up your Facebook campaign? Isn't this a huge hassle? You won't believe me, it's so fucking simple. Let's set up a campaign together. So just click on create campaign. Here you want to select sales and then click on continue. Here you want to select manual sales campaign, continue. Then for the name of the campaign, I'm just gonna call this IPL laser device. Scrolling down, you want to make sure you turn on advantage campaign budget and set this to a daily budget of $100. Now before you panic, we will never spend the full $100 on a campaign that is not performing well. We will always check our campaign after spending only $40, and if it doesn't have any sales at that point, we will just turn it off. Moving on to the ad set, you can call this no targeting. Conversion location will be your website. Performance goal, maximum number of conversions. Pixel, just set up your pixel, and if you don't know how to do that, please YouTube it, it's extremely simple. Conversion event will be purchase, and then set the start date to tomorrow at 12 a.m. midnight. For location, I run in Sweden, so let's just type in Sweden. These are the only settings we're gonna change in the ad set. That's also why we called it no targeting. Super simple, as I said. Moving on to the ad itself. Here you just want to upload your translated video, and then for the ad copy, you want to describe your product's benefits in 1 to 2 sentences. For example, finally a clean and shaven, and then let's just watch our words and use a cat emoji. You know what this means. Without pain, razor burns, or strawberry skin. This is all we do for our ad copy. This is going to be the primary text. You can also use Facebook's AI. It's usually very good, as you can see. For the headline, I'm just going to write a permanently shaven cat emoji. And then that's it. Obviously, you want to enter your product page URL right here. And then for the call to action, I always select learn more. This way your customer will not immediately see that this is an ad and they might watch your ad for a little bit longer. Now, the reason we don't think that long of our ad copy is because your video will always do the heavy lifting. People barely ever read ad copies in general. So if your video is good, it's gonna work. Now, I always prefer to have about 3 videos per testing campaign. This means you have to go back to Minia, type in IPL laser device and find 2 more videos just like the one you already found. And as long as they have ever been scaled in the past, it's good to go. Just do the same thing, copy them from Minia, translate them in v.io and upload them right here in your ads. This would be ad 1, then you would click duplicate right here and do the same thing for your second video and your third video. That's all we do to set up our testing campaign. Now, if you want to know how to scale this campaign and how to look at the results every single day and do the right thing, please watch this Facebook ads tutorial that I just uploaded. It's just my full tutorial. Now, I just showed you everything, literally everything on how I run my dropshipping business up to 30K per day in revenue. But the goal of this video is not to teach you how to make $30,000 per day. I just want you to find your first winning product and scale that one to 10K in profit per month. So to do that, take this video and study it and start testing 1 product per day. And if you can do just that for just a couple months, there's literally nothing that can stop you from becoming financially free, because it is that simple. Average winner rate for a beginner is about 1 in 20. This means you'll have to spend about $800 on Facebook ads before you will find your first winning product. Now, for some people this takes longer and for some people this is faster. So don't get depressed if it's a little bit longer for you, just keep pushing through. Now, to make sure you do it faster, I have a full free course for you in the description below. And it has my entire dropshipping strategy outlined, just like I explained in this video, but in a 3-hour format. I even talk about team building, automating everything. I go into way more detail in everything. I created this so you can avoid as many mistakes as possible, because what took me 5 years to build maybe could take you just 1 year. You're welcome.